This is my first video. My name's James and welcome to my YouTube channel. So some of you might be here from YouTube Shorts, some of you might be here from TikTok, which is where the majority of my views are right now, majority of my videos, where I started talking about watches. A lot of this just started as a passion project for me. I'm just super into wristwatches, timepieces, whatever you want to call them. I've always collected stuff and I always just wanted to kind of talk a little bit about some of these watches. You know, my TikTok, where the majority of my videos are right now, I post things like just short videos, ranking watches, talking about specific pieces, talking about my experience with watches, and also just conversing with you guys and the comments people leave me. So same goes for here. I just wanted to make some longer form content. Please comment anything. I'll do my best to get back to you. But really, again, this is just a passion project, something I love, and hopefully you all love it too. Because this is the first video, I wanted to talk about first watches. Okay, now you might be thinking, how can there be more than one watch? You said watches. Well, I have two here. There's actually three for me. You'll understand why the third one isn't here in a minute. But for me, a first watch isn't necessarily the first one you got. It could also be the first one that, you know, got you into watches, but like the first one that caught your interest. It could be the first one that was maybe given to you, and the first one that maybe you purchased yourself with your own money. So for me, I have three. The three watches we'll be going over is the first one I bought myself, the first actual watch I got, and the first one that really got me interested into watches. So let's start with the first watch that I bought myself, okay? First watch I bought myself was this Seiko Sea Urchin, I think is the nickname, okay? It has some crazy code, which I've said in some of my TikToks before, and I've gotten my lovely assistant, who's my girlfriend, by the way. A lot of people ask about who the voice is. She said I made her say the code. She was not happy with me, but it says a crazy long code, but I'm pretty sure the nickname is Sea Urchin. This is an amazing watch. I've talked about it before. It's a Seiko, it's a sports model. This is my favorite watch of all time, the Rolex Submariner. And you can see a lot of that DNA in this watch. But it's not thousands of dollars. It's only, I think this is like 300 bucks roughly, Canadian by the way. So great starter piece. Now, a couple key features on this watch. Bracelet, Oyster style, which I think is the best bracelet of all time. It has a Pepsi bezel color configuration. It has a day and a date. It has both functions on the crown, so it has a quick date movement and the day movement, and then obviously the seconds hand and time. It has an open case back, so a lot of watch for what you're getting. It has some weight to it, it's stainless steel, it's waterproof up to 100 meters, and honestly, just a really great starter watch. Every time somebody asks me, I get tons of questions all the time in my, especially on TikTok, in DMs, James, what's the best first watch? I'm thinking of getting into the watches, which is the first one I should get. I always point people to Seiko. And if they have similar taste to me, I always say Seiko 5 sports model on a bracelet. You can beat the crap out of this and it'll stand the test of time. It still looks good. There's a ton of wear on this bracelet because I've worn this in every ocean, every trip. I wore it for 5 years straight. So yeah, a lot of good memories with this watch. And honestly, I can't recommend a watch. It's also automatic, I should mention, but I can't recommend a watch enough especially for a first watch. Super good. Now, the next watch is the first watch I ever had, and it was actually given to me by my parents. I think my dad won this watch, like a golf tournament or something. But this watch is extremely obscure. It's an Oakley. Have no point of reference for the name. I don't know what it's called. No idea about the watch other than it looks like Shark Boy's watch from Shark Boy and Lava Girl, which is probably why I really liked it as a kid, because around that time I was like maybe 4 years old. I loved that movie, and that's probably why I love this watch. Not too much to say about it. It's obviously ridiculous. Okay, it's quite, I mean, it's big, but it's not like the face, the dial, whatever. People come at me in the face. I don't care. The dial is quite small, but it just looks chunky the way the design is. But very interesting watch. It has a date window on it, very minimal on the dial, kind of a nice blue, and the hour markers are like kind of raised. They come out almost like shark teeth. Very interesting. Rubber. I don't think it's waterproof. I wouldn't test it. It's quartz. Again, I would never wear this watch. I wore it when I was a kid, but it's just cool, and it's the first watch that I actually had and wore myself, so that's that. Now the third watch, which is the watch that I don't have with me. You'll understand in a minute because it's my dad's watch. So my dad has this watch, which is a Submariner, but he has an older version. He has it in full yellow gold with a blue face. I think it's probably a 5-digit reference code. I'll actually keep this off and use this to talk about it. But that watch is like my god tier watch. It's a watch that I'm eventually going to have, but it'll be a bittersweet moment because my dad will never give it to me while he's alive, so it'll have, unfortunately, mean the opposite, obviously. And I'll probably never wear it, but it is 100% a Grail watch. I think it's one of the nicest watch configurations of all time, especially that reference of Submariner. The blue is very subdued. In dark lighting, it almost looks black. As soon as the light hits it, it's like this vibrant with the sunburst blue dial. Just amazing. It's also the old body, so it's 40 millimeter. Everything's a little bit more compact, and I just think it's such a beautiful watch. That was the first watch that caught my interest. I had no idea what it was when I was a kid. It's his only watch. He wears it every single day. When I can vividly remember, which is weird, being a young kid and thinking it was bizarre that there was shapes as the hour markers. If you're familiar with dive watches, usually it's like a triangle, some rectangles, and then the majority being circles. And I remember saying, why do you have shapes on there? That's for kids, whatever. Now knowing what I know about that watch, definitely not for kids, and a pretty heavy hitting watch, but just so beautiful, and definitely the first watch that popped my cherry, so to speak, got me interested in watches. It's like a second layer of skin for my dad. When I picture my dad, I picture him wearing that watch, to the point where anytime he's not wearing it, first thing I notice, where's your watch? Why aren't you wearing it? So amazing piece, and again, a Grail watch, but definitely will be a bittersweet moment. But Submariner is my favorite watch of all time, so probably because of that as well. But those are my three first watches, my three firsts, if you will. First watch that really got me interested in watches, first one I noticed, the first watch that was given to me, the first watch I had, and then the first watch I actually purchased with my own money. Just so many great memories with all of them, and I think that's kind of what the best thing about watches is. So comment below which one of the three is your favorite, or comment below your first watch, and I'd love to read through them. And again, please subscribe, like the video, and I hope you enjoy the videos that are to come. Cheers.